Welcome back everyone to Heroes and Villains HQ. My name is David and today we're going to continue taking a look at the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 Marvel Legends figures with Nebula. So before we crack her open, be sure to hit the subscribe button down below to stay tuned for more Star Wars and Marvel content. But let's go ahead and take a look at Nebula. But before we jump into the video, I am going to be giving away the Star-Lord Marvel Legends figure at 500 subscribers. All you have to do to enter is subscribe to the channel, and when we hit 500 subscribers, I'll release a giveaway video for you to comment on, and I'll pick a winner from there. But back to the video. Before we crack open Nebula, let's take a look at the box. Similar to Star-Lord, this has the classic Guardians of the Galaxy look. Figure on the front with the portrait in the top right. This is the plastic-free packaging back from those days with Hasbro. On the right side here, you have again the portrait. The back has a look at the figure, the accessories, and the Build-A-Figure piece. And then on the side here, obviously it outlines the Build-A-Figure wave. Nebula is included. It does come with a part, and it notes there in the yellow which part it comes with, a part of Cosmo. So pretty standard packaging, nothing crazy, nothing to write home about, but solid nonetheless. Let's go ahead and open her up. Initial reaction for Nebula is really exciting. I love the accessory to include the blade for her interchangeable arm. Really cool. I will say, taking a look at the accessories first, she does include two blasters, one larger one pistol. I will say, I wish Hasbro painted these a little bit more. They're just a solid gray, and there's just no weathering to them. They definitely look unfinished. So I wish they did a little bit more here. The other downside is if you do have the blade inserted in Nebula's arm instead of her hand, this hand here is not capable of holding either of these blasters as it's an open hand. So that is a downside to having the blasters and the sword arm. As for the other hand, you do have a standard trigger hand that you can swap out. And she does include a Build-A-Figure piece. It includes Cosmo's left leg. So nice piece. I'm excited to get Cosmo built, and you'll see Cosmo come to life over the course of these Guardians of the Galaxy reviews. But now taking a look at the figure, this does sport some updated molds. Unlike the Star-Lord figure, you do have, again, double jointed legs and arms, but no pins. So you can get some significant articulation there. And then even with the legs here, really great articulation overall. As for the feet, I hate this foot mold. I can never get it to stand. So that definitely stinks. I mean, there's not much you can really do. This is a piece that's accurate to Nebula, but I had a tough time getting her to stand. As for the overall paint detailing, she looks really good. This accessory here, again, the sword hand, looks fantastic. You got some nice orange going on. But you can go ahead and pop that out and put her standard arm back in. And then you have a look at this silver arm. And obviously in the movie, this can kind of, mold and change to what she wants. That looks really good. Similar to Star-Lord, the blue and the red and the gold emblem in the center here look amazing. The colors are vibrant, but they're not, too much, and they look accurate to the movie. But I will say her head is the special part. The blue and the purple look great. The silver added on looks great. But the eyes, man, did they crush those. It looks fantastic. So really happy with the overall likeness. I mean, it looks just like Nebula too. So really awesome look and really great character overall. So what are my final thoughts on the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 Nebula figure? I think the accessories is what makes this one shine, specifically the sword hand. This one is a really cool change than obviously just a couple of different swappable hands. Nebula in Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is able to use that arm to kind of create anything. So adding this piece to simulate that ability is really cool. I think the rest of the body is solid. You double joint in both of the elbows and knees. The shoulders, no butterfly joints. That's okay. Obviously the ab crunch isn't great, but I think the head sculpt is really where it shines here. looks exactly like Nebula. The coloring is really cool. And I think the silver is also nice in both the side of the head and the arms. So again, another decent iteration to Marvel Legends. It's not the best figure that they could produce. Obviously, there are other parts they could make this figure better with. However, I think for what it is and for this overall Guardians of the Galaxy line, I think this one is pretty good. And I think once I get all of the figures out of the box and together on display in one unit, it's going to look really solid, even without some of the nicer articulation. So overall, again, a solid entry. So I hope you enjoyed this Marvel Legends review on my channel. If you haven't already, checked out the other videos throughout my channel, and definitely hit the subscribe button down below so you can stay tuned for Star Wars and Marvel content on my channel. But thank you all so much for watching this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.